She very much wants them. She's very vocal about it on her
I
Twitter.
thought I thought there was, or were you just showing like a concept art
It was a
of one?
concept.
Concept
Oh, I believe that.
most awesome mount ever.
The Jello cat might be coming though in 9.2.5,
Not the same.
but it's still the Jello cat.
I was very excited about the first Fox mount. That was pretty awesome. But the other mount just can't be beat.
Which one? You mean the Vulcan?
The fake
or...
one.
No, the Red Fox. The
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey. Everyone, God, I've spent forever trying to get that thing to drop.
need the invitation.
Yeah. No, the invitation. You know how many Nightborn chests I went through to get that? Too many.
So heroic mechanics for this one don't seem too punishing. Basically, where he comes from below, leaves a circle there, and it doesn't go away. So we need to have that happen in different locations rather than, you know, one spot. I don't know how big it is, but then the other one is that the stacks for the 3 furthest player can splash on other people. So you need to be furthest out as well as spread out from the rest of the group and from your other your other players that are furthest out, the 3 people.
So the people who are not standing out, they have to group up a little bit more then, because it was even sometimes iffy in normal. People were so close.
Yeah, the Wowhead guide says that it's only the 3 furthest player that have 3 furthest player that have to be worried about splashing the stacks.
Okay.
I expect the stacks will be a bit more punishing too, so we might want to switch a bit earlier, but I don't know. I didn't really read much about that.
The tank mechanics are a frontal also.
Yes, not being in front of the boss. I think we kind of assumed that on normal, right? We had the tanks on one
Well,
side.
you'll have to be a lot more not in front of, because we have to spread out 8 yards. We can't stack on each other like we did in normal.
oh, didn't he do like a cleave effect with his attacks?
Yeah, he whoever is the closest to him, the closest to his primary threat target takes basically the same attacks as the primary threat target. So one shots if you're not the tank.
Do we want to just assume like upon spreading, the tanks will be the ones like either closest to the center of the room or furthest from the center of the room or something like that? Just so we always know where to go.
That is a good plan.
We haven't really been like too chaotic when we spread normally, but
the blue circles that I think will be a problem. I think melee will want to cheat it in a round, just because if we don't stack up as a group, which we should do, then we're going to get blue circles all over the place and you'll have to move around the boss. So if we stack up as a melee group, I don't think it'll be a big deal. But yeah, we might want to just say tanks on towards the center of the room as a general guideline.
What counts as the center right now?
Where he is.
So how many stacks are we gonna go for?
42.
42. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Healer's okay with that? Okay, 42.
Whatever's comfortable. Whatever is comfortable.
What feels natural.
Yep.
We'll let the warlocks go first, because then Grim can kind of set the standard, and then maybe go to hunters after that, since we have 3 of those again. If we need a third group, then we can do Addo, Dag, and Like for the third group.
Which side is the tanks going to go right in front of him where he is now?
We'll go to the opposite side. And then from then on, we'll, when we get blasted by the stacking mechanic, we'll go to the center of the room. I stopped myself from saying get knocked up.
Is blasted really better?
Yes, yes, it is.
He's not wrong.
Oh. Do we need to feast?
Probably be.
Let's start with the. Are you okay if I start with the lower feet?
Sure. Dag hasn't called the one shot, so.
Yeah.
Dag just wants to hear a dad joke.
Cal is asking if anyone's streaming, by the way.
Yes. Oh.
And we're moving counterclockwise on Wretch.
All right.
Yes.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ugh.
Whoops.
What?
Nice.
Oh,
Melee stack up behind the boss.
Are you guys just like somehow closer than we are?
no, I got hit by a swirl.
No.
They just hit a lot harder.
Oh yeah.
I used barrel launch and I shouldn't have apparently.
Move to the right.
Yeah, that's a big cone.
Neutrino, move to the right a little bit.
I'm disoriented by something.
Can we get a?
We've done. If anyone says, "Can we get a marker to stack on?" I am going to scream at them.
Can we get a markers?
And we've done this fight how many fucking times on normal? But people still don't stack on the marker.
Can
We're not
Can
supposed to stack if we're taking the stacks.
Yep, definitely not.
Correct.
And the warlocks are supposed to taking it, so people shouldn't be stacking on you.
can melee get
Bones
one?
in
Oh god,
front.
this is pain.
My bones!
Right, can
This one's out. Learned our
Yeah,
lesson.
I think we need to clear on the second spin up. And that's probably about as far as we go.
And we're gonna need to, like, you know, have people move a little closer because that's a really big arc. And if we're spread at max range, I sure as I ain't gonna make it out of that.
Yes, the wretch is targeted on someone, so if we're not in a line, it's going to point in a weird direction.
But
Oh, thank
we
you, Ron,
can't be in a line.
for ruining my Shadow Meld.
So like as far as distance goes, if you're not the 3 furthest people, you shouldn't be in the melee group because you're gonna get hit with blue stuff, but you should not be way out there either. Like give a small gap and then that's where you live.
yeah, for context, if you're close enough to the boss, you're gonna make more pools for melee to have to dot.
Hey, Greg, instead of 3 sunders, wait for 3 yards, please.
Yeah, fair. I didn't know the fair lunge would lunge inside of the boss. Okay.
So, for the other thing, can we get a marker on arc for melee to stack on?
Well, that would be the opposite side of the tanks.
Yeah, but people aren't stacking on it, so I want to enforce this here.
It also helps the range to kind of figure out because this was just pure chaos.
Well, you see the back of the boss right there? See how it's kind of an arrow pattern? He's pointing to where we should stack.
Yeah, but if I can just say stack on arc, it's a lot easier. And when people aren't stacking on arc, I can yell at them.
Well, it's not really your job to yell at them.
Yeah, and I think that the marker on Grim is really I would think is only really for when we're doing the from the bottom up phase. Like, that's when we need to be stacked on X. Other than that, it's behind the melee, which is going to be right behind the boss.
I'm confused over what's changing.
Nothing. Well, you were rotating around to the front of the boss there. Don't you want to be like the melee can't rotate around. We have to be right behind the boss because that's where the tank is. So shouldn't the range and the melee be close enough together that we can get to your marker so we can get hit from below? So shouldn't we just always be right behind the boss rather than rotating?
So you don't want to rotate and move out of the wretch.
I want to move to the right. The further in you are, it's an arc. The further in you are, the less you have to move. So you move just to the right, move out of the wretch, move back to where you were. Continue.
You want to move back.
Yes.
That's a lot of moving for casters, though.
It is, especially those of us who are in the back and have to travel further.
Yeah, but remember the
That's how an
farther
arc
away you are
works.
from the boss,
That's
the
how an arcs
further you have
work.
to travel.
Uh-huh.
The only other thing would be the tanks have to move the same amount as the groups moving so that we don't get too close.
Well, we can do rather than or we can just do a right and then a left and then a stack and then a right and then a left and then a stack so that we're back where we were. Just you guys are to be way on the opposite side of the boss from where the melee were.
Keep in mind that when we get thrown into the air, everyone gets thrown different directions. So the
control
but
yeah.
Well, but my point is that where everyone gets thrown, the solution isn't for everyone to say, well, this is where we should be, right? That's just going to cause chaos. Some people are going to have to move. So.
Yeah. So range can't be in the front either. So okay.
No, we're just going to have to adjust.
Adjust. We must
adjust your butt. Oh no. Do you remember who sang that?
That was a commercial.
There was a band that sang a song that had those lyrics. Lords of Acid.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you're in melee, you should be tighter grouped up than this.
Man, you cannot see that when you're stacked up in melee.
What was that?
Sorry, Rend ticked for 58,000 on me?
I did?
Rend.
Oh, Rend.
Can we rest him?
No, just put battle reses out, but no one take them. This is obviously a wave.
You know what this is? This is this boss. Oh, you thought it was a joke, right?
The cone inflicts 62,508 physical damage on impact. Well, it hit. I'd only mitigated 4,000 of that.
I think we have to switch the ranged group every wretch too right now.
Wait, how did 58k though do 89% of your health?
Let's see. I put away the. I was a 96%. Somehow Rend hit me. Took me to 7%.
Did you like
58.3k.
accidentally switch out of bear form?
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it.
I don't actually know how to look for that right away.
Yeah, I don't either.
And Rend is 134k physical damage on impact.
Yeah, and then 13.4k every 1.5 seconds.
Is it?
Physical?
Was I looking at the Oh, I was looking at the normal version of it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Holy crap. That's a lot of damage.
Hey, you definitely have to pop some kind of cooldown for it. I mean, it's physical damage though.
Yeah, I mean, I had Iron Fur running for sure. I wonder if my bark skin had run off at that point.
It happens at 100 energy.
Oh,
Right.
it's a combo of 3 abilities, so
Yeah, and we have to make sure that we alternate the Rend, or we're better on alternating the Rend.
You guys also have to be stacked if it's not Rend and Riftmaw, because otherwise it could hit us in melee if we're closer.
Are you serious?
It targets one tank and it hits the next closest target for half the damage.
yeah, I mean we're fairly close to each other.
10 yards. 10 yards. It's got within 10 yards. That's who it circles. The next closest player within 10 yards.
Next closest player to Skolex?
No, to the target.
Oh.
So whichever tank is
Otherwise,
taking the
you
hit.
get twice.
Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, you get twice. What are we gonna do about the blood? Considering that just killed a whole bunch of people.
For the blood, it's stack, and then like it's hard to see it. So I almost want to say
I don't think you can stack, otherwise you won't see it.
Boss makes a
Problem
really
is if you
specific
don't-
sound when it shoots it out.
problem is if you don't stack, then it's a very large area that you have to avoid. And if you're stuck in the middle, then you're basically screwed, right?
Step back.
Back into the person that's behind you if you're spread. It goes on all the melee players, every single one of them. That's why you stack and then you move, and then you stack and then you move.
Is it dodgeable?
Oh yeah. You
Yes.
just dodge out of it. It's just a blue circle that goes on the ground. It's a puddle that goes after every single melee, and then you just have to move out of it and then back in.
But if the
Every
melee
8
are-
seconds too.
I'm going to trust you on that, but I'm looking at the death log, and that says counter to it being dodgeable, apparently.
Well, that's because
the melee
over
are-
half the melee weren't even close to stack, so you tried to move, you're gonna hit.
I'm stuck in the middle most of the time whenever that hits. So it's like if people are too spread out, I've got to run through like 20 pools to get out, or run into the tanks. That could work too.
Can
And
you
leave
not
shit on the
all
ground.
Run
No?
to the
Yeah.
same side, like.
It does for a second, then it goes away.
Okay.
It also isn't only where it lands, it's within 4 yards of where it lands. So it lands and then 4 yards out it also splashes.
Yeah.
I would just say mark a melee and then follow all that melee.
That's what I was saying earlier.
You can follow the skull. It's apt.
Gotta survive.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dodge. Bad.
Take that. No, I'm scared of it.
We gotta switch.
Yeah. Gonna say. Taking a jump at the end.
This is where we reset, right?
Yeah. Let's just give it a whirl.
Alright, this
Sorry, I got. More stacks.
pretty sure the cone is bigger in heroic here.
Combo.
I'm gonna die. Like, I'm not crazy. That's definitely bigger.
Looks like it.
No, it is.
Yeah, I think following someone in melee is not going to work, but at least stacking back up on someone in melee helps because that was a lot cleaner for the circles. Just on pull, it's really gross, so it's those first two you gotta watch.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many people are dying to the dust.
Well, I was just.
Which one?
I was not. I was pretty much in the middle between the outside group and the melee, and I got 7 stacks of whatever. And if I now go out and have to take more stacks, I just don't know how that's gonna work. Or am I looking at the wrong thing? I don't know. Is there something that everybody gets constantly?
No. You get it if you're pulsed on because you're too close to someone who's getting it. The range that are not taking it need to be closer to the boss because the people who are taking them cannot be max range, otherwise they're not going to get out of the retch.
So it's one of those things where the furthest just needs to be like 2 steps behind everybody else.
not
10
with
yards.
11 yards.
10
Well, but not
and 10 yards for and 10 yards from each other.
Was that the second one that we went in stacked up on?
Yes.
Did that seem like good timing, or do we have to go earlier than that?
No, I think that's fine. It's just we were having a lot of extra stacks and people getting hit by the pulses when those people were getting hit. Because, I mean, at 6 stacks, it was only ticking for 5k damage every 1.5 seconds. It's really not that bad.
Okay, so just.
But we were accumulating them way too quickly on people, is what was happening.
Okay.
People who are not taking them need to move in closer. Make sure you know how far people are standing out. Yeah, because this is max range for me. Yeah, right there.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Move out. Okay. Move out. Okay, 2 heroes down.
Wow.
Sturm, I'm not really getting. You shouldn't be in melee anyways. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think you count as melee. Oh, we're on the wrong side now. We're gonna stack in. Is that 2? No.
That was 2.
Yeah, all the range are dead. Or almost all the range are dead.
I had
Any
10
bad-
stacks, and I know I wasn't too close to the furthest one.
No, because people were dying. So you were the next closest.
Okay, that blue shit that falls, it doesn't only attack melee. It's on ranged.
So the warlocks are going ranged first, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you do a range 10,
I did. I was more than 10 away from the warlocks, and I still had 10 stacks. So
They died, so you were the next furthest person
they died.
and getting stacks from other people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
then if they die, because then we're not the furthest out.
For the blue stuff, the blood, it hits the people within a certain radius around the boss. Usually that's just the melee because they're the only ones who are there. But if you are in there, you will get a thing for yourself.
Lucky you.
So it doesn't target just melee. It targets people within a specific range of the boss.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out because I stood closer, so I wasn't getting hit by the dust, but then I was getting that blue shit on me every.
I was right behind you, and it was casting on me.
It prefers people who are closer to him, up to a max number of targets. Let's say it picks 10 targets. If there's only 8 melee near the boss because 2 melee are dead, then it's going to pick the next 2 closest ranged. That's what's happening.
Okay, so it's just so we have established it's not a melee only ability for everyone to deal with.
It is preferred. It is primarily in melee. Unless people start dying, then the game completely changes. It also may have a random component where some of them might go in range too. You just, again, blue swirlies, like any other boss fight, don't stand in them.
So my next question would be then, do we need to switch after each reg?
Yes.
Okay, because that.
People should swap by no more than about 8 stacks. 6 to 8 is probably about preferable, I'm finding.
Oh, after each reg, or when you guys tell us to?
We switch after each rep. Group 1 goes first, and then after as the retch happens, they move in and the other group moves out because the boss can't do the stuff while he's doing another ability. When retch happens, the first retch happens, the first group, which is the warlocks, should be moving in closer to the boss while they're moving for retch, and the second group should be moving further out as they're moving for retch to swap. So they're the furthest back out when retch ends. Unless it's the second retch, in which case we all just group up.
Okay, after the retch, though, are we moving back over to the left again to get further behind him again so the tanks don't have to keep moving around, or what?
I don't know. We did it one way and people didn't like that. We did it another way and people aren't doing it. So I'm not sure what the strategy is here. I've tried both and it seems it's not. There's no consistency with it.
I think we can rotate it. It shouldn't be a problem.
I thought rotating would be easier and more uptime rather than trying to figure out where the hell to run to. Just move out of the wretch to the side of it. Done. Keep going. The tanks will have to just spin a little bit just so that they're completely 180 from us. That's really it.
Okay, so sorry if I missed this, but what's the decision now? Are we just going to keep going right, or are we going to go back to the left? Okay.
Nope, keep rotating, and the tanks will just have to rotate with us.
Just outside of
to
the
adjust.
wretch. Don't go too far.
Yes, just to the right of the wretch, counterclockwise.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Out. Move out.
And hunters out, hunters out.
Yes.
Getting disoriented?
Yeah. What is that from?
Area stack. Move back.
No, we stack here. Move in a little bit. We stack in. We got to do that. We got to do that faster before more of this sand goes out.
Guys, go out then again.
Watch the back.
Such a long ass run.
That moment when you can't move and you're like, why can I not run out from the boss? I'm my little feet pod in the middle of the boss.
Swap again.
Well, yeah, because we're spending a lot of time running around trying to position ourselves around the boss.
Bed swap with me. Stack. Stack, stack, stack. Stack melee.
What?
Arc stack.
Arc.
Help me out, man.
Where's If?
I'm standing ready, waiting to stack.
He's in the stack.
Oh, that's my bad then. Shit.
It was the same.
At that point, I was just like, I wanted to see how long it would take you to figure it out.
I didn't hear it called.
I was waiting for a stat call. Yeah, I missed that.
The problem is there's like two. It's kind of confusing as to who's stacking at any given point. I know there's a difference, but
Be like all stack, everyone.
yeah,
I was gonna
call
say.
Burrow.
yeah, maybe an all stack would be nice. I was paying attention to the wretch number, so
I was looking at that tank timer because we were just about to get a combo when we stacked apparently.
I literally just assumed all the other melee were dead. It's happened twice already, so I was like, oh, well, me and the pets, I guess.
You didn't see my death coils? I have
Oh,
two
ye
rage
of little
abilities.
faith.
Joke talk.
I think that's going to work a bit better, though. I'm trying to watch the dust thing too, so that's why I was able to tell Ben to switch with me. I saw that you were at 10, and I was just like, okay, I can pop a defensive and survive a bit more.
Take the skull off. Arc, I'm gonna suggest. Vandal suggested that we stack on the pets instead, because
No,
that seems to
that's
be what
not
everyone's
I was
doing
saying.
anyways.
Yeah, people are stacking on the pets and it's messing us up.
I try to do the same thing, but yeah, stack on pets. They know what the back of the boss is at least.
Time to tell Pet to go to Arc, or go to If, and
One lone Felguard walks over to Ith, we'll know whose it is.
Felguard just comes up. Notice me.
I'll stack with the cats, thank you. I'm sorry, sabers.
Oh.
Feast?
It's already there.
Sorry, one sec. That's how this other group does it. They just put the melee behind the boss, similar to that, and then they put the marker further down, have everyone except the three people who are in the back way spread out. And then when the wretch happens, they run either left or right, depending on which is shorter, and then they run back. And which didn't realize that when he does the burrow and up into us, there's a moment that as soon as he puts the circle down that he's going to push up to the ground, there's a fraction of a second there where you can move and position yourself to get thrown back. So everyone all them ranged and melee can move backwards and get shot the same direction. Or roughly the same direction.
Okay, pick your
Better
X
than
back.
everywhere.
We'll stack on X then.
Well, I gotta run out and do things. Right?
Yeah. Oh, no, I just meant for the coming up phase. Because, sorry, you stack on a person or you stack on a marker when we're going for burrow?
They were stacking on a marker, like a permanent world marker. They were doing this, basically.
That's for the ranged or for the?
That's going to be moving though, right? Because that stays there afterwards.
Well, after he moves, yes, they reposition it
Yeah. Okay. Good.
after a burrow.
Wait, he doesn't move, so he can't reposition.
When he
Yes, he
burrows,
does.
he moves.
When he burrows, so we could have two markers, right, and just have him bounce us back and forth.
I think it's permanent for the rest of the fight. The burrow mark, like the burrow damage. I didn't see it because I'm staring at boss, but I thought that's what the guide suggested. Maybe I'm wrong.
We can figure that out once we're surviving long enough to see that as an issue.
Who is stacking on this? Ranged?
Ranged and healers that need to. And the only people who don't and melee stay right behind the boss on the pets or whatever. 3 people stack up back here. Basically almost where we are right now.
Is that
right?
for range? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, the ranged are the 3 furthest back around it.
No, I mean we can still reach. They can still reach the boss. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
So if people are staying there, we're no longer rotating the boss?
That would be correct.
Yeah, they move. You have everyone just kind of move to the left or right out of the wretch, whichever is the shortest path. And as soon as the wretch is done, everyone moves back to the moon, except for the 3 people who need to move further out.
And we're going to switch after each wretch again, still, right?
I think so until we decide we can change that.
So moon would then also be the location where we stack for the burrow?
Correct.
Okay.
And then keep in mind that the burrow, so as soon as the burrow starts and you see the circle appear underneath all of us, that's where he's showing where he's going to eject himself, right? As soon as you see that start taking a couple steps back so that you're still within the circle, but you're all everyone's kind of like shifted this way. So everyone gets knocked back the direction we are. I mean, the tanks can go the other way for all it matters, but
yeah. I was going to say
Don't we
opposite
wanna
of the tanks.
Don't we want
The
to get
tanks-
launched to where the tanks are?
no.
There's no spots behind us.
What do you mean there's no spots behind us?
There's not much room then for
Yeah, there's not much room there. We
For
want to
the-
move him back and forth, so between Moon and where he's at right now.
For the
No,
people who have
you cannot on heroic when he shoves himself up through the ground. That ground that he's now under no longer is a viable target anymore. Right? We start filling the room. So if he's at moon, then the next one, when I put the move the moon for the next one, it might be over there where
Okay,
circle
so you're
is.
moving the marker. Okay.
I will be moving the marker as we go. Yes, to put the new moon position down. Right? As long as we got enough room for to be there, even if he was at moon right now, range would pretty much stack here, and we could still have it room back behind here. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work, one way or another.
Let's see how that works.
Yes, eject yourself the right direction. Everland?
I'm here.
So the 3 people should be at the back right now, spread out. Other people should be moving forward to the moon marker. Move out of the wretch. As soon as they swap out, we're gonna move in. The moon. Hunters move out. There's the wretch.
It's going to be an
You
all
can move
stack.
left. Yep, everyone stacks on moon now. Everyone in. Tanks, ranged, everyone. Okay, remember, take a couple steps back, couple steps backwards, unless you're a tank. Okay. the moon here. And now the warlocks go back out again.
One warlock dead finally hit me.
So someone's gonna have to play backup.
I go.
Somebody needs to.
Ed, you're
The
taking that
mage
one?
has to take the second one.
You're gonna have to spell that stuff.
Rich.
Addo, take Ved's spot on second team.
Back to the moon. Second group moves out. Make sure you're 10 yards from each other. Side by side. Wretch in 3, we're gonna stack on moon. After the wretch. Everyone. Back on the moon. When he tunnels, move to the left. We want to get shot to the left.
And get out the circle.
Yeah, don't leave the circle. So now moon becomes about here. Warlocks move back out.
Oh, pop him.
Ved, you're still in that group, yeah?
I'm in one, yep.
Okay.
Pop just if you can, please. Some paladin.
Pop who?
Someone needs to
Wretch.
take her spot for this one. Ever can't go out. She's got 10.
Back
There we
to
go.
moon. We got 2 healers down. Yeah, we're getting pummeled here. There aren't 3 people there.
We're getting better at it though.
I don't know about Hawkfernal, but I died just of attrition. It was just really slow death.
Oh, I got punched in the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the tanks ran right through me. I took one step above them. They took one step behind me. I got punched.
I think it's keeping people up, and I don't know if the stacks are still too much.
No, it's not the stacks.
So, since we're definitely gonna wipe here, does anyone know who popped drums?
No.
Just take the wipe.
We still have a lot of, we still have all of our healing cooldowns at this point, so I think we need to just basically choose a healing cooldown to pop when we're midway after our first retch before our second retch, because that first group's going to have things ticking that whole time. We're all going to be getting worse. I'm thinking like Council from Nathria. Like you're basically ramping up your damage over that phase.
I'm not convinced that that's the ticking dot that we're supposed to be taking. I'm not convinced that's a huge issue right now. I mean, getting killed by the boss. Cooldown should be used when we're all stacked to make sure we're at full health when Burrow comes up, because that's what killed one person. Then more death to blood, which is completely avoidable. More death to blood, which is avoidable. Stacks, people are getting. I don't know how Everlyn got 10 stacks. She's in the second group. She never should have had 10 stacks at that point. That means we're not doing positioning correctly. If people who are, and on top of that, if someone is stacked in the group of people and they're getting stacks, everyone around them is also getting AoE hit. So that's damage that is totally avoidable. Should not be happening. Right? People cannot die, or that kind of really screws up the order and mechanics of this. We're shifting people around, that kind of thing. Right? The first time we did it fine. The other, we were doing it fine when we kind of got in the groove.
Okay.
I think my stacks came from the seed pod taking over, and I was still out when you guys were stacking up for the burrow. I was the furthest out because I was out there by myself because I was in the stupid seed pod.
Right. That goes back to my original point. People are dying when they shouldn't be. That causes all sorts of problems.
Yeah, I don't know who the most survivable ranger are. I just kind of saw Addo and said that. And so if we've got someone who wants to volunteer, by all means.
No, what I was trying to say by that, instead of having Ved jump to 1,
I
make sure
understood what you said. I'm looking for a volunteer instead to take that spot, rather than just me defaulting to Addo, because I do not know all the classes to understand which ones are the most survivable.
Yeah, whoever's got range that has higher self-sustain are going to be the ones that are better at it. That's why the warlocks can survive so much better than a lot of the others for this.
Yeah.
Tech repairs,
So,
by the way.
Moon, Addo, or a mage are kind of our options. I don't think a mage is a great option.
No.
So
I would
Moon,
say the
Addo-
mages are probably the worst for that. Yes.
Yeah, so Moon or Addo.
I can go. I prefer to be a backup because I am a touch squishy, but if all the healers are up, it wasn't so bad.
Okay.
It's all we're talking about is a backup if people die, which ideally no one should. Perfect world.
When I had 2 stacks of friend, the healing on me was phenomenal. I didn't drop below like 90% health.
Speaking of things that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 3 bops. It shouldn't be a problem if we do mess that up. And there's no other use for bops on this fight.
Is it weird? Did the tooltip say 26,000 damage every 1.5 seconds?
Oh, that's because you had 2 stacks. It's 13,000.
Yeah, but it was a weird like just to specify 1.5 seconds. Like that's just a weird tick timer.
So I'm not blaming anyone on that one, but someone did pop drums, so you might want to check your bars and make sure it's not in some place weird that you're gonna hit it every pull.
I mean, I have it on my bars, but I don't think I hit it.
I'm surprised Mr. Captain Hero didn't scream it.
I know, I was looking for that and it just didn't show up. Does it not catch drums usage?
Are you sure it was drums?
I didn't.
Yeah,
even
I saw
notice.
the I saw the icon.
It's
We had
the icon
exhaustion,
for
too.
heroism.
Yeah, it's his regular hero icon.
It'll be
hero.
It'll be in the logs. Ideally, because there's no phases or anything like that, and no enrage per se, that you would just do it off the start. This is more, figuring out what. Because the thing is once you add heroic, people tunnel vision. So you need to kind of get the mechanics down flat, look at your timers, because I was looking at during that last attempt, and there were some obviously not perfect. The enrage timer for this fight is quite tight, right? We weren't quite gonna make it at that rate. Now people were dead, so we'll have to see how close that gets. But ideally, hero just happens near the beginning of the fight when everyone's alive, cooldowns are up. You just burn it at the start because there's no advantage to saving it, really. I say we'll try this one more without, just so we can kind of get the dance down, and then we'll look at when to add hero. Either burn it sometime later in the fight, or next time we'll just use it at the start.
Could you put the marker down, please?
The moon.
The moon.
The moon.
Roughly there. So the 3 warlocks and pretty much.
Slightly behind the moon this time, so I don't get punched.
Yeah, the warlocks can pretty much align themselves right now to 10 yards at the furthest, close to max range. Not quite, but close.
Yeah, if melee also stacks up here right now, and then it makes it easier for the warlocks to just see where they.
Rex, this is about 10 yards, isn't it? Maybe I should move.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It's at least 10 yards. Wow, please stop doing that. 3 sunders. We're gonna make it the 3 sunder rule.
Here you go.
3.
Can you move up a little bit, please? Thank you.
3 happy birthdays.
If I try to res him, he's dead.
I know. Wretch. Out.
Not that you did. Wrong thing.
All
Out.
stack?
Yep. All stack on Moon. As soon as this is over. Everyone in. Everybody. Okay, back up. Tanks, do your thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I did.
You were the only one in range.
We were closer. Sorry, we were closer to the wall than I thought. We can still make this work. Sorry, just go ahead. There you go. Sorry. Trying to adjust.
No, I walked closer to him, and I think I got clipped by the blue circle that was around him.
Why are the pets with the tank now?
It was overlapping with the.
I mean, I'm gonna die in this combo.
That's Oh, I believe in you. You're fine.
We believe in you. Do it. Power through. I saw that.
Look at you. Oh,
there it is.
I tried. There it is. I tried.
No, I just did something really dumb.
Everyone hug the worm.
So it's Sack and Ironbark that's actually survivable.
Once.
I intervened too.
Are we supposed to be on Moon?
Oh,
everyone's dead.
Yeah, we lost the tank.
And then the other one.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, no, I think I die to collapsing emptiness. Yeah, 100,000.
Yes, you did.
What is that?
It it's a big blue circle around him when he burrows, and it was overlapping with the.
Something special.
It's
happening.
it's the position. It's the position where he leaves from.
Yeah.
It's to prevent you. It's to prevent you from stacking on top of him.
And I got
To
curious.
cheese it.
For science.
I mean, listen, I mitigated like 120,000 of that damage.
Impressive.
Yeah.
So killed
Slightly
you.
out of reach.
I'll go see if I can grab
The
her.
Skullix leaves behind a collapsing rift that inflicts 224,000 shadow damage to all players within 20 yards.
Oh, never mind.
We're gonna go from this side to give us a little more room because we mistakenly.
Look at Giggles being the smart one.
Giggles beat both of you.
I'd like to say I was like half a second off. I was there in range.
Not sure how I feel about that, Bass.
I turned them back on.
Oh, good.
I do remember them. You had them back when you were a druid, I think. That was like forever ago.
He's had them for forever.
I want to have double use of the cookies.
Who's your audience, Sith?
My brother's in here apparently.
As many fans. Groupies.
The ITH fan club?
No, we aren't lagging.
We're not?
That's my excuse.
That's what was always happening when I first started. Mark would hop in. Hey, are you guys lagging? No.
Oh, yeah, that is true, actually. He'd come in, take a pull, and then dip out.
So Moon, we're going to Moon.
Oh.
Everyone stack on the priest?
Not. I was gonna say not you.
Don't make me pee on you.
check your oil, guys. I forgot about mine.
Check your oil.
How much over your suggested mileage are you?
27 minutes.
Oof.
It's alright, we were wiping that whole time anyway.
Anyone who has a chance to pull aggro off the tanks and instantly die, your responsibility is at least one happy birthday before you touch any buttons.
For the record, I did not pull aggro.
I also
You're just the first target.
I also spec'd out of wild charge, so I'm gonna be just lumbering toward him.
Which one of you gets him first, anyways? Blade or Is?
So I
Blade.
usually do, but in this case, if you're lumbering, just use the misdirects on him, and because I can always jump in.
Okay.
Well, Blade always leaps in, so he's always the first one to get there.
Okay.
As
what
long
do we
as
get
he's
to
10
this
yards,
one?
as long as he's within 10 yards of the other tank, then we're fine.
My skull bash can makes me charge show him. I'll just try to use that.
I mean, normally if no melee run in, I just take 2 hits, which is not terrible.
I took the second one that time.
Yeah, if nobody's within 10 yards, I just take them both.
Calling me out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
One step forward, Giggles, please. Thank you.
You put that.
Hunter's out.
Yep. Still not sure where this disorient is coming from.
Blade said he had it on the first ball.
You got like a mark of the pact on or something?
We'll look after. Hello.
Stacking up after this.
Everyone in.
Go,
Touch
go.
butts. Back up.
Stay in circle.
That should be a little bit further back. There we go.
Step forward, Giggles. Thank you.
But watch out, if you go too far, you get the blow.
Out of the wretch.
Hunter's out.
Yep. Out.
Take that.
Stack on this one.
Yep. Good direction to run. Back in.
Something special's coming.
No.
To the left, to the left, to the left, left.
Not the totem.
That was a late call.
Oh, Dad, where am I? My God, my thing is right underneath the boss.
That's
Yeah, I've done that.
That's what I said. Healer cooldown should be one more all stacking for that. Big hit.
Pop me, please. Like,
How did you get 2 stacks? I have a stack too.
Oh.
Bring up Rin.
Hunter's out.
Yep. Everyone else in.
Okay, Aura.
Wretch. Out. Everyone's gonna stack in here.
Go.
In.
Left or right?
Left.
Something special's coming.
Move left towards the totem. Then warlocks are out.
Hunters move in.
Hero after the next stretch.
Let's stack up here. Hunter's out. Pop hero. Let's just do it now.
Rin aura.
Use the wretch. We'll stack after.
Yep. Usually move right. Back in. There's a healing cooldown here, please. We're going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Warlock's back out. Everyone else move forward a little bit.
Down for now. So
Ooh, you're gonna take Hawk's spot.
We're good. Then it's back.
Okay.
Two healers down.
You got B-Res. Bring up Rin.
I'm just out.
Yep. 20 seconds here.
Taunt. Okay.
That's close.
Mm-hmm.
I think he... Corner DBM, he berserks after this wretch.
4, 3.
I'm down. Final consumption.
Yep, there's the berserk.
That's not too far away.
9.
Finish him, Giggles.
We all get sucked, we get sucked in.
Laugh him to death.
Yeah.
Fusro, ha ha!
I think if we hero at the beginning while everybody
Yeah.
is up and I think we got it.
With potion,
that was just-
with all CDs, yeah.
Yep.
That was just a learning experience. Like I said, getting the dance moves down.
We said at
Why?
the beginning, like 5 seconds, right?
Why do I? Oh no.
Probably. Once we're all set where we need to be.
This wormhole jaws.
Do we need
Physical damage.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, physical according to how much I got.
It is. It is physical damage.
Yeah, I got
Facilities.
knocked away, and you got hit after the after that last stack. I assumed that's what killed you because you were dead after it, and I was still up in the air.
Yes, it was wormhole jaws. We're still getting people dying to blood. What can we do about that so that's not happening?
What's the blood? I'm sorry.
Blue swirlies the blue swirlies on the ground are still killing people.
Well, I know that if we aren't careful when we go back in, we're too close, and we will get them under us too.
Or dispels if
Yeah.
people get hit.
You got time to get out of them though.
Oh, I know. But,
We only
you
have
know,
one dispel to dispel. I don't know who else dispel.
I was too close a bunch of times and I just backed out of them.
Who dispel?
It's magic. All the healers can. Yes, it
I know
is
I can't.
magic.
I've been trying, but it's every 8 seconds, and 5 or 6 people have it. It's a pain in the ass.
Yep. Keep in mind too that I'm kind of like rapidly trying to put the new marker down, so you're gonna have people have to get a guess how far away they need to be and then adjust once the marker's down. Don't wait for me to put it down because I'm flying through the air trying to get it in the right place, and it with the non-flat, room in here, it's odd sometimes.
What are we dispelling?
When somebody gets hit by the blue, which is a lot of people, a lot of the time.
So melee?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we got to get that off of them as quickly as possible.
I'll
It's
try
anybody,
tossing
not
a
just
mass
melee, but-
dispel in there.
Ideally, we shouldn't have to do that because people
Yeah.
shouldn't be getting hit by it. Ideally.
Right.
And do make sure you get hit by the circle when it comes up. We had someone miss the first round.
Yeah.
For those wondering why you're being disoriented, it's because you're getting hit by Wretch.
Is that
Oh
what?
yeah.
It's not during Wretch that I get disoriented though, or is it
It's
happen
right
later
after.
on?
So you get hit by you get hit by Wretch, you get warp sickness applied to you. It will randomly teleport you and disorient you for 2 seconds twice.
Oh, that's why he randomly teleported. I saw you do that once, Ark, and I was like so confused. I was like, when did warriors get a blink?
I was doing it
I
too.
link the abilities in Raid Chat.
Always good when you self point out your mistakes. Well done. Well done. All right, cool.
That's okay.
I was
That's
so
weird
confused.
because I was like, the wretch didn't do. I swear, didn't like take any damage from the wretch. So I thought, no, I'm fine. I didn't get hit by it. Apparently, I'm not paying attention enough.
I got clipped by it as well, Grim. I didn't take any massive damage from it, but I got disoriented.
It's another one of these stupid abilities that doesn't have a very clear edge to it. So you're kind of going, well, am I far enough or am I not? You just have to overcompensate on it. It seems kind of annoying that way.
And then
It's like it's like Ved's favorite boss at the end of Plaguefall.
Oh, don't remind me.
Let's kill this bitch.
Woohoo! Death to Skolex.
Skrillex?
went
What?
from-
That's mean.
We went from total chaos to
Shh, don't.
somewhat organized
No,
chaos.
God, Ved.
No. You're pointing out our goodness, and that's going to make us fail.
This upcoming clusterfuck is brought to you by Vidaria.
It's fine. Let's do it.
Ark
I
is
don't
ready
think
for the
that's what it
chaos.
was.
All right, here we go.
Hero at start, right?
Yeah, about
or like 2 seconds.
5 seconds.
After that.
Give us melee
5 seconds
seconds
in.
in.
I got hero.
5 seconds in.
Everyone, Gigolo, one step forward, please.
You know, you're a needy little warlock.
Fine, I'll kill you.
Bring up Bass.
What did he do?
Use two spread out.
Blood. Standing blood. Wretch.
Hunters out.
Oh, apparently I'm certainly not getting far enough away.
Yeah.
This one's everybody in. Wretch. In.
Something special's coming.
Back up. Don't leave the circle though. Everyone's down, circles. Warlocks are out.
Oh. Bob. If in a second. Yeah, please. Bob if.
I'll get it.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, they need to group up a bit tighter. Get two spread.
Neutrino had like an extra rend on him last time that I don't know where it came from.
Wretch in 5, and then we're gonna stack.
Yep.
Damn it.
Out. Out. Everyone in. Stack in. We got a healer down. Personals. Go left. Sorry, go left.
I'm dead.
What did you do?
I was in the process of casting Door of Shadows and he killed me.
Already bent there.
Make sure you're not stacking close to the warlocks right now. We're also down a tank. This won't last long.
Ow.
sorry.
Alright.
All that's fine.
Just stand in the ranch. Let's just wipe this.
I'm paranoid of teleporting into the stack point and then another melee getting clobbered. But so I waited a second there.
I think we just have to live with it and pray.
Just have to stay on top of the other tank, right? Because then you're the closest target.
This is when we have to move out to the stack point. So there's some point where we have to move away from the boss and risk a melee getting clobbered if they're still there.
Right, but I'm saying if both tanks travel on top of each other, then they'll still get, because it's the closest to you, not the next closest to the boss.
And it
Okay, so let's
matter
make a pact. You don't leap, and I won't teleport.
Okay.
It
All right.
wouldn't matter anyways because the destroy goes off if there's no one in melee range anyways. So if we haven't got that yet.
I'll pop a roar to get over there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the stack up and everything is a mechanic where we can't just let everyone do whatever they want to do because some classes are going to be better at stacking than others. We got to adjust for the lowest common denominator. The slowest.
Anyone want potions?
I grabbed some from earlier today.
This moon looks really far away.
It is, because I haven't moved it back.
Oh.
That's because you're so short.
Grim, do you want to take the one more to the right, and I'll take the one further to the left if you're running into getting stunned too?
That doesn't matter. The wretch picks a person, so it's going to angle itself differently every time.
Right.
I'm just running a little extra instead this time.
Yeah, I end up almost 3. That's why I have my teleport in there because it takes me forever to get.
It makes me want to switch back to Burning Rush. Are you good? So if we do that again and keep everyone alive, we were quite ahead of the Berserk. Like a minute and a half in comparison that last time. So just saying, keep it together, keep everyone alive, and we're fine.
All right, did you want hero right after the pull, or do you want to wait for 5 seconds?
I would
5 seconds.
Even wait for the first blue goo. I don't know. That's what killed fast, right? So
Everyone's
the first thing you have to do is move.
then, though.
That's killed me.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, 5 seconds, make it easy, go forward. You're not going to find a very perfect moment that encompasses everyone. Make the best of it you can. 5 seconds in, don't stand in things. It's just the way it is.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Ever 1 second, please.
Nope.
Oh.
In.
Hunter's out.
Yep, Hunter's out. Should not have dead people.
Bring them up. Bring up Raven.
Another wretch going out. This is an everyone stack. Back in.
Which side?
Backwards.
Something special's coming.
Back up, back up. Warlocks need to be back out.
Oh, dang it. We should get a bop on Blade.
In.
Taunt?
Wretch. This is the stack. Everyone in.
Left.
Yeah, we're going left. You can still DPS them during this. Wings down.
Why'd you taunt back?
You got the Rift Maw. You had the Rift Maw thing on you.
I don't have it now.
I know, it disappeared after 5
Okay.
seconds.
We
can't
don't-
use a
yeah.
soul stone? That's annoying.
No, because we have a minute and 15 on it.
I mean, it might be feasible.
Yeah, I assumed I got hit, but then I saw it pop up on your nameplate.
Yeah, we're starting to lose people now.
Stacking your melee is getting pretty bad.
Stacking up.
Stack up, and we're just gonna take the wipe here. Just stop healing. Get yourself impaled. Yeah.
Wait, what?
All the spell effects of melee make it really hard to see the blue.
Yeah, and they don't perfectly stack on people, so they're actually spreading out more anyway. And I was in the exact center, that's why I died the second time. First time was a stupid lag spike.
I don't watch
that-
my feet. I watch around our circle because there's always going to be one or two that are slightly outside. So that's where I'm always looking. It's not my feet,
Also,
around me.
pretty sure that the effect is magical, so anti-magic shell should get rid of it, right?
It will get rid of. Well, no, the applicate. So there's the getting hit by it damage, and
It's
then
also
there's the
magical
dot
da-
damage.
It's also shadow damage, so
Yeah, but when I walk up to 21k, if I get hit by 4 because I can't get out in time, I'm dead anyway.
if you're on the edge, you should only be getting hit by 1 or 2.
And if you have
But we're
game
supposed
sounds
to
on
be
you,
stacked.
you hear it before you see it.
I mean, if you're on the edge when you run out, they don't like they get sparser as you go away further from the center. If you're in the center, you're gonna get hit by like 6 or 7 of them. If you're on the edge, you're gonna get hit by 2, maybe 1.
So I know this is gonna sound really like radical, but watching other groups do it, they just have the melee kind of spread out behind the boss in kind of a crescent around there, and then when the blue shit comes out, they just run backwards, and then they run back in after it disappears. They don't stack. They don't stack the melee.
I'm trying
tightly
to see.
like we're trying to do.
I'm trying to see if I did get hit by 2 of those.
I mean, it's possible we were too close. I thought we were spread out. I mean, if it does happen, I had cheat deaths, so like the first one isn't going to kill me if we do double them up.
Has it? Oh. Yeah. I forgot it's a cone. That means you've been doing all the mechanics for us.
Jesus, it even has a comment for stamp whistle.
Well, I've just been like stacking on you and then moving left when the tank combo is about to come, so that we're not.
All right, I'll move right. I'll pay attention to that. My bad.
Yeah, we don't have to be super far apart. I think it's like 6 yards or maybe 8.
I thought it was 8. It's 10 yards for wormhole jaws. All right, whatever.
Next closest player within 10 yards.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just realized that's where that extra Ren came from before. He must have been
Wasn't
second.
sure if Ren was a frontal or not.
They both are, yeah.
Okay.
There's going to be a stack one.
Something special's coming.
Bring up Moon.
Need somebody else out here for Grim.
I'll go.
Thank you, man.
We're gonna have 2 people down shortly. Clock's already 15 stacks.
Leaving my sustain, yeah.
Ever move a little bit over so the healers can reach you.
Just wipe it up. Stand in blue.
On it, Captain.
Finally, something I excel at.
How come that time I survived?
Blah. Ow. All right, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Yeah, same.
One sec, I have to let my cat out. She can't figure out how to open doors. Yes, don't know how to. I'm so sorry. I'd like to point out that the door is not completely closed, and she could squeeze out easily if she wanted to. She's just really dumb.
Anybody have any suggestion? My pet has died now several times. Every time when we all stack up, and I just
Oh
don't
my
know.
god, it's hitting the pet. So
You
sorry.
just like move it, like move here.
Well, yeah, I will have to call him back and then kill DPS.
That's a lot of work for a constant.
Better than having to constantly res them.
Yeah, resing takes forever. That's really annoying.
If only you had like a thing like Warlocks where it's like every 3
Man
minutes.
pet is not an option. Vandal, the pet is dead. Like boom.
No, I meant if you try to do it before to see if it helps a little bit.
No.
It goes from 100 to 0. It's not Mend Pet is not gonna help. But yeah, if only you had like a thing like Warlocks have where they get every 3 minutes they can summon their pet super fast for nothing at all.
Just so weird. It doesn't happen to Eva's pet, just mine.
Your pet is doing more damage, clearly. Higher threat meter.
They shouldn't have any threat.
I mean, they get a little bit of threat.
If you
Not
turned
any
taunt
more than you
off,
do.
Oh, bleep, 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 bleep.
We got a mass res again, please.
sorry, but
You
couldn't
missed it.
resist.
Yep.
I think you could, you just didn't want to.
No, I couldn't.
And that would be the only thing, Bed, is if the tanks were dead and the cats were still alive and it turned around and they
Yeah.
got in the way of the mechanic. That would be why. Mine has died once.
Oh, okay.
Check your flasks.
So, you talk about a cat wanting out of the bathroom, but I've got a robot that gets stuck in the bathroom if I don't prop the door open. Vacuum cleaner, that is. It goes in there and closes the door, and then irritates me with notifications at work saying your robot needs help. It's stuck somewhere.
Can you at
I've
least
heard
shut
of
it
it being
down?
stuck everywhere.
It will go in there and it will clean the floor, and eventually it'll realize it can't get out again because there's no path back out again, and that's when it decides to just pause itself and sends me a notification saying, "Please attend your vacuum cleaner. It's stuck."
Should have the notification coming in going, "Help me! Help me!"
It's the same notification I get. A similar notification that I get when it gets a cat toy stuck in it because it decides to go over top of one. Because these jerks leave them laying around.
Well, yeah. Oh, it would love ours. Ours likes a shoelace, and he will carry it around in his mouth, meowing pitifully and dragging the shoelace with him around the house.
One of mine today.
I know it says I have it. Okay, thank you.
One of mine today, like I came out of the washroom, opened the door, and one of my cats just kind of like runs right past me in front of the door, meows once, and then just goes bolt even faster away. And I'm like, what? Am I the cops now? But I don't get it sometimes.
Yeah, we need cauldron. The second cauldron, please. I see people with like 4 minutes left, so.
But I just
6
used
minutes.
one.
I'm sorry for your luck. You should have waited or asked.
Yeah, right.
For 0 minutes. Everybody grab one.
Repair, guys.
I was still fine for another poll. It wasn't showing yellow on the side of the screen.
Why pushing it?
I'm moving. I'll let everyone repair, then you start moving.
It's been many years. What? Oh.
Jerk.
Many years since I had a broken weapon in raid. I never want to have that again.
This is not. Remember Urge in what was it? The one blood troll place where she was like commanding her pets and she had no bow in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Me?
No, Urge.
Oh, Urge.
Oh god, I was laughing so hard when I noticed that.
Ed, you got a flask?
I do.
Oh, okay. I just didn't, doesn't show one on my bars. Does everyone get one?
I still
Grab a
have
second if you don't.
I wonder if it doesn't show because of it's the extended one.
No, it shows everyone else's, just not yours for some reason.
So,
Well, that's what I mean. Maybe.
are we supposed to be standing on the pretty colored markers?
I was trying to get to that because last time, the last poll, what happened was there were at least one, if not two hunters that were completely off to the side, and they were technically not far enough away from the boss, and we were getting splattered on the stack in the middle. So the people who are taking them, I want them roughly like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want them behind the moon from where the boss is.
Okie dokie.
So someone should just pick the left side, someone should go on the right side, someone should take the kind of middle, which is directly in line with where the moon is, right?
How can you say it's a bear drive-by when you don't have a bear?
You like that guy in LFR that was picking up all the balls on, what's his name? The crap dude.
Alondras.
Yeah. He was just running around in circles. That's all he did.
My brother's offering to come in if you want.
Care at this point. Either way, I mean,
Let's do this poll and then
that's
see
fine.
where we stand.
Sure. Oh. I forget I always have to resummon my pet. Okay, now we're going.
Did your pet die immediately on poll last time?
Mine?
No.
4,
Mm.
3,
No?
2,
Oh shit.
1.
Supposed to be casting.
Adder, one step forward, please.
Wow. Rich.
Stack after this.
Yep, full stack.
Something special.
Touch. Back up, back up, back up.
Bring up arc.
Hands down.
Wife's dead.
You should be okay. Alright, it's full stack after this. We're going left.
Something special coming.
Left.
So you're in the circle.
Bitch. This up. Fetch. Full stack. Full stack. Quick. Okay, back up, back up.
I can't. Oop. Stunned.
Move to the right so she doesn't die.
Yeah, one step forward, please. Thank you.
Shoot. Warlocks are out. You should be stacked.
Hey, if
16 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was waiting until the combo before I
Swap, Hunter's out. Everyone else on moon.
Alright. Get me up, please.
Incoming.
Thank you.
Gotta keep going. Riding the timer. Wretch. And then full stack.
Something special's coming.
Back up, back up, back up. That's out. Talk back up slightly.
There you go.
Keep an eye on your health. Help your healers out if you can.
Second pots.
Pretty much over at the next wretch, so. This is all in right now. Sorry, I got another 20 seconds. One more wretch. Swap. Hunter's out.
Yes!
I'm still eighth and I
guys.
was dead for 20%.
There you go.
Woot woot. Did you take
Do
the
it.
second melee hit, Gwen?
No, I just ended up standing. I didn't react fast enough to the blood.
So my death was exactly what I said would never happen.
Oh god.
I got meleeed by the boss after the tanks were running. I was like, wait a second.
Listen, I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah.
I always point out my own mistakes. I have no problem with that.
Nice shield.
I got tunnel vision and I was too close to melee and I got hit by blood and I was like, wait, what?
I was focusing on the wrong thing. I just popped wings and I was trying to hit Toll and then I was like, oh, I should move. Oh, I'm dead.
Do you want to see what Designe looks like?
I don't like anything called lurking predators camouflage. That's weird. Sorry.
What would be the next one?
So based on CTR, Designe is the next one. I was looking at every raid's progress so far, and most groups go there if you're not STP.
The sausage.
The sausage. I have heard the first couple bosses on heroic are easier than trying to do like Anduin normal, which is mind-boggling to me. But you know,
Well, I think they did nerf it some.
Yeah, they did.
oh, now maybe that's changed now. This is what I heard for the first like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I just think starting a very mechanically heavy fight at 10-12 is not the best idea as well.
Agreed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'd rather see how far away on Designe we are.
Me.
I'm sorry, did somebody say something?
Whispered sweet nothings.
No, that was me, and it's like, oh.
Me.
By the way,
Oh.
did you enjoy your sleep last night? Was it?
It was better than the night before.
Was it as fulfilling as you were hoping it to be?
No, but close.
Oh.
Was it at least magical?
No.
Well, that's upsetting.
I very.
Ooh. Okay, so that's the only change on the fight then, besides numerical changes.
I didn't look at it yet.
The ability, the sniper rifle ability that puts the line and then shoots everyone and knocks them back that has to stand in it. Yes.
Right.
That ability, anyone hit by it gets a vulnerability stack and basically can't take that same mechanic for 45 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's every other one, right?
Basically, yes, every other one.
It's kind of like Mistress Sazine all over again in a way.
A little bit, yes.
Know your group.
I want to kill this guy, right?
Yeah, you have
The
to kill
middle, the middle guy, yeah.
Any tips on how to handle that? My mind immediately went to range or melee soak, range soak, melee soak, range soak. But maybe that's a bad idea.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Sounds close enough to math that I was told there would be none.
Who told you that? Who's been lying to you?
Them.
I'm a
Bang.
hyper melee,
Kill Everland.
Mm-hmm.
like a monk. That was hilarious.
Pop turtle as well.
And my kitty form.
Your dominated self just wanted to run.
Now, don't be mean. That was my main for a long time until they worked the shit out of it.
Mind you.
Now you use spears and throw bombs.
Spears and bombs.
Spears and bombs and spears and bombs and spears and bombs.
So what are you gonna do if I change my spec to survival?
Do it.
I mean, not which I hate you.
Join the melee. Join us, Everland. Join us.
I dare you.
I think on one of the bosses, Liquid used 4 survival hunters.
Yeah,
Nice.
against the Lords of Dread.
They used 12 melee and 1 range.
Yeah, they didn't even have a mage.
At one point, I heard somebody saying, just have some old survival hunters. I swear that's what they said. I was like, fuck.
And Warlock pets were dying just from the sorting.
The Warlock pets just didn't want to betray their masters. You know where their loyalties lie now.
I don't have feral charge anymore.
What did you take in that row instead?
Renewal.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, just in case an oh crap button during the combo. And then I proceeded to not use it when I really needed it. I tell you what though, I'm sure using it by accident. Because I put it in the same spot as feral charge.
Nice.
We'll get you a tome here in a second.
I was about to say, do you need to see Everland?
She's an enabler.
She's your tome dealer. Of course she's the
That's how you
Is
they
she
get
really
that.
a dealer if she doesn't charge?
You're putting her kids through college, eh?
She keeps giving me these free samples in hopes that I'll come back for more.
It's working too.
Mm-hmm. I can't get away from it.
The game is the enabler.
The fact that I can't ever remember to like load up on tomes, knowing full well I asked for them.
Oh shit.
Oh no! Oh,
I live.
Woo!
They like to giggle.
They did.
Ow. They like
In
me
their
too.
mighty mo business, they looked at me and just ran right at me.
was just gonna yell out, "Wasn't me, wasn't me."
I
My
like
add-on
dying.
said it was you were there.
Means I can do less.
I'm coming for
we
you.
We have video proof that.
Oh
we
lord,
play
he
that.
coming!
Blade, I'm after you.
You can't figure out who you're after.
I like how it put me in cat
You-
form, though.
You were like jumping
That-
between Rin and Blade.
Guy in a good spot, Giggles.
Oh, did you see you can be a black and white cheetah next patch? They're adding that in.
A black and white cheetah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do these people not know what a cheetah looks
I
like?
think they're going for a leopard style thing now instead of just a cheetah.
It's a hyena raccoon rat.
It is.
It looks
it's
nice.
But it is kind of cute.
I like it if it weren't for the fact that being so
It's
zoomed
called
out
a
makes it
cheetah.
kind of look like a rat.
It's a sheeting cheetah.
There are
what now?
cheetahs that look like that, though. Well, I mean,
I think
There's
the
got the mane
cubs actually do look like that. The cheetah cubs.
Oh my god,
Because
he's
they
a
are
cheetah
furry.
cub.
They are furrier. They have longer, fluffier hair. Fur.
yeah, they have a.
Right.
Like we got one of them dead.
Yeah, in between food.
What's happening on the right side? Why are they fighting?
Yeah, because they're the eternal people and the Mossworn.
Then why are the eternal people trying to kill us?
Because they don't know
We're
they
also
don't know we're here to help.
They're dominated. They're not regular.
We put a memo under their doorstep, but they didn't look at it.
Fair.
Like practically everyone that I've ever alerted for a fire alarm test.
Oh, something I actually wanted to mention or to say earlier. So Ark, with that transmog, are you an archangel?
Yeah, I guess so. I was
Can
going
we-
more for.
We need to send you to whatever class Hawk is giving out for actually funny jokes.
Hey, this is a good one.
No. No.
I don't know.
We didn't get the dad jokes for everyone.
Yeah, there were a
Don't
lot of
complain.
Get any.
I
It sounded
really like the
spirits
one
were
that you said.
not in the mood for the dad jokes. I had them queued up, but I went against.
You said one was it yesterday that I just thought was so funny and I shouldn't have.
Which one? Do you remember?
No, I don't. Why don't you start saying them again?
It was the Bon Somdi one, wasn't it?
I have loot, but I really don't want to go pick it up because I'll get attacked by the dude over there.
You remember like the 6 BOEs from yesterday, right? You never know.
0 from today.
Yeah.
Send your pets to fetch it.
No.
Oh, it was the Oreo bows. The preferred
This is
cookie.
cool.
Your pets actually do it?
But no, I was hanging on my mount, stunned in midair, waiting.
Oh, nice.
Do you know what classes the Scourge like to eat when they're being health conscious?
The what?
The Scourge.
The Scourge?
Scourge?
Scourge.
Druids? What class?
What classes?
Paladin?
Paladins and priests.
Paladin priests because they're light. Yeah. Really?
I think the joke fell apart when we all had to correct on the pronunciation and didn't hear half the joke.
Right, because I was
Say it.
I was fixated on the incorrect saying. You know.
You all said Scourge?
Yeah,
I
I
also
said
said Scourge. But Scourge could be correct.
No, it
They
is.
say it that way in Warcraft 3 a few times.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
I could always tell the one that Grim threatened to banish me to the penalty box for.
Okay, this is the one. This is the one that I really wanted to say. I was a bit worried that I was gonna get kicked. You ready?
Go for it.
Oh,
wow, you're just
yes.
going all out, aren't
All
you?
right. Did you hear about the Volpera that became a movie actor? They became a Star Fox.
Ugh.
Wait, what?
They became a Star Fox. Like the video game?
Oh.
Yeah, it was a stretch.
Yeah.
That one's a groaner.
It was also a little
Jesus!
after my time.
I don't know what happened, but my
Seriously?
fucking thing just freaked out.
You know what
If
druids love to eat? Love to drink, sorry?
Tang.
Root beer.
E.
Okay.
these
Eh.
are
And you
getting
know what
really,
monks
really
love to
bad.
eat?
What
What?
loves to eat?
Monks love to eat cheeseburger.
I actually like that one.
Doesn't work when you think about it being pronounced key instead of chi.
Now you want to do the groups?
Well, they should change it and spell it the right way then.
If you give me more.
I want. Why
I
did I
have
want
meat
to?
for you.
so, does that mean we only do like 3 people per line with the person being hit, or what?
Well, I mean, it's 140k damage, so you know,
Divided?
3 people, that's 40k ish.
Oh, that's most of my health right there. Boom.
Yeah, yeah.
You can do every other. I was thinking melee and range because we do have 7 melee.
Counting tanks, yeah.
No, counting paladin healers.
Or
They're melee.
powers too.
Is this one of those mechanics that tanks are going to have to get involved in?
I mean, I've been taking it because there's no reason not to, really, if you're the off tank.
Pretty much. As long as we do the melee and the free tank, then it should be fine.
As long as the tanks don't take 2. Yeah.
Correct.
Is it even like it's physical damage? So.
Shadow. It's shadow damage.
Oh.
I haven't been paying attention to it. Let me look.
Does the person with it get knocked further back the less people in the line too, right?
I don't know
Or
if
is
that
that
changes.
just from what I saw?
I don't think the knockback changes. If you don't walk it, you can walk against it and minimize that.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to try it. We'll do melee first and then range second.
Okay.
That's cute.
There, that should have been all of our wipes.
I think you owe them for Sylvanas as well. So you got like 230 queued up somewhere.
Just give me a link to a website. I promise I'll read all of them.
Do your homework.
Okay, so was there any decision made?
Yeah,
about
it's
this
gonna be
stuff?
melee first, and it's gonna be range second. So basically, if you're ranged, yeah, and paladin healers, you're included in melee. And if 1 or 2 people misses, we'll still be fine. Just make sure you don't take the opposite groups. You'll be fine.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's the only mechanical difference.
Other than numbers.
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
His voice must prevail. Fragmenting note.
Ad coming out.
Obliteration arc. Staggering tempo.
Melee, this is yours. Back up, Hawk. Melee, make sure you don't take the next one. Change that next. Ad
Do I
coming out.
have to move up then as well?
Oh, do you have the debuff? Vulnerability?
Trying to find it.
Interrupt.
Barrage is coming out. Melee out of the way. Bark, you gotta go over range. That.
There we go. Ow. Felt that. Oh, this is the shield.
Do you want
It's gonna hurt, dude. I wanted to see what that looked like. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have to coordinate healing cooldowns for that.
Oh, these puddles don't go away on Heroic, don't do they?
It's gonna be triangle first. Head to triangle. Past triangle a bit. That's good.
Only 6 seconds, so it's not that bad.
Destructive coda.
Melee group is yours.
And there's a lot of dead.
Is there a melee group left?
Oh, not anymore.
There were a couple.
I got
Did I see a hunter?
Keyword. Keyword was.
I'm assuming turtle and other immunities are not going to help us there.
I don't know. I've not tried it. If I have it on my own.
I missed the time.
This will be ranged. Might as well practice it.
Purifying chorus.
It's a lot of poop.
Comes from orange.
Yeah.
Dissonant core. Silence.
That's a rough
Destructive coda.
Uh-oh.
I feel like we want to tanker in the in-between phases, kind of in between the pillars, so we leave near the pillars open and the center open.
It's the ad that's dropping shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so just,
you have
those
to-
are when the ads come out.
Discord
Okay.
silenced. The chorus resumes.
Yeah, she spawns at green, so as long as we're away from there.
Yeah, it's basically between, on the edge between circle and green, or between green and X. Red, whatever.
What should you do when Outland floods?
Draenor.
Draenor.
I saw a joke with that exact same punchline like 5 seconds ago.
Have you found the WoW Warcraft dad jokes already?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
did.
That's where a lot of mine come from. I modify some of them because they're
Oh
bad.
god, some of them are just terrible.
Yeah.
Some of them?
I thought
A
this was
lot of them.
OG
No, I mean
content.
like. Sorry.
I thought this was just OG content. I thought this was coming from your brain there, Hawk.
Ah, gosh, no.
No, I mean some of them are terrible, as in the joke is just like a shitty thing. Like here's one that I'm looking at. A young Arthas went to Uther's house for a visit. And saw a switch that he had never seen before. Curious, he asked what the switch is for. Then Uther replied, "For the light." That's not a joke. If it is, it's a terrible one.
That's pun. Ish.
Not really.
The light switch.
Play on words.
Wow. Okay. Got a reaction, that's for sure.
He did.
Somebody actually laughed. Can we go over this one more time? Because I'm so exhausted, I don't think I really understood.
Do you remember how to do this in normal?
Yes.
Okay, the only big difference, mechanical difference anyways, is when she picks someone and that person gets a line between them and they're supposed to back up so people can get in between them. You remember that mechanic?
Yeah.
In Heroic, when you are a person who gets shot as being in the line, like you're helping out, you get a debuff for 45 seconds that if you try and do it again, within 45 seconds, you take 500% or 5 times the amount of damage from it. So we have 2 groups. The melee helps the first person who is going to get shot, and then the second person, the range takes, and then we keep alternating that way, so that no person is in there in every one of them.
Okay, thank you.
Other than that, the poop obviously, as you saw, is more of a problem. But besides that, the fight's mechanically the same. Just numbers are much higher. Cool. When she goes over and she shields, we're definitely gonna have to cool down and personal cooldown and everything to survive that.
Yeah, we're gonna get 3 of those max, and there's 3 minutes. So on the main cooldown, so we should probably just do like K, Aura, and Giggles for the first one, Rin and Sturm for the second one, and then back to first group for the third one. That should be 3 minutes.
Can you just repeat those groups?
Melee and ranged.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were making up groups.
No,
for
healer
those.
cooldowns.
Oh God.
I'm talking, not healer.
Think of it as.
Never mind.
Think of it as the first group is all survival hunters. You want nothing to do with them. You are in group 2.
Survival hunters.
Where is Potions and Lost?
I would imagine Hero is on one of the shields. Probably doesn't really matter. Probably the first one.
Lost on pull.
Or you can on pull for all it matters. Let's just do it on pull and just burn her, and then we'll adjust for the shields. We had some people dead too that last time, so that probably didn't help. So ideally, we should just be able to like stack up on the shield and just burn it down and not die to it with some cooldowns. Alright. So yeah, 5 seconds in, pop Hero. It'll help on any ads that pop out too.
4, 3, 2, 1.
His voice must prevail. Purifying chorus.
Add out.
Interrupt 1.
Dissonant core.
Melee soak that. Add out.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Next barrage is going to be ranged. Here it goes. Get out of that melee. Shield. K Aura.
Personals.
Piggles. Never mind, Storm took that one.
Where are we taking her after this?
Move to the left between Moon and Circle.
Okay.
Purifying chorus.
2 halos.
It's gonna be Circle first. So we're basically good here.
Interrupt 1.
Oh, I took 2.
Interrupt 3.
Silence.
Interrupt 4.
Staggering tempo.
That took a long time to die.
Melee. Take it.
Ah, we got a number of dead.
Bring out your dead. But I'm not dead yet.
I don't want to get on the card. Actually, no, wait a minute. I do. I do want to get on the card.
They'll speed you up. I took the same halo twice. That killed me.
Yeah,
You
want
can't
to be running back.
Yeah, don't double dip.
I wasn't trying to double dip. The boss just kept moving, and I didn't think about it.
Ranged. Rex, get on the cart.
I took the barrage.
Clean.
I think I took all of it.
Supposed to share.
Should we not move quite nearly as much until we know where the halos are?
Probably for the best.
I moved to where the halo was coming from.
Beat thyself off the platform.
Executive decision.
I enjoyed the positioning I'm from because I could see that perfectly as it was like in widescreen even.
Backwards.
Yeah, you can't kill me. I'm yeeting off this.
Discord silenced. The chorus resumes.
I mean, not bad.
I found out I can blink through that shit. Those waves.
You didn't try that on normal?
Nope.
Oh.
I didn't see the berserk on this one. I guess it's not. It's 4 pillars and that's it, right? She can't do another channel.
There's a channel every time she gets 100 energy, so...
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know
There's
what the
only
timing is on that.
3, right? So after that, does she just stop?
No, she'll channel all 4 pillars and wipe us.
Yeah. 3, right? There's only 3. She's already channeled that one to death.
Well, she'll channel it again.
Really?
I have no idea. I'm making shit up as I go.
that one's already done.
So the pools that the ad does is it just happens just every so often. So we actually just need to just kill that really quickly, limit the amount of pools we have.
Yep. That's what I try to call it every time. We should be switching to that, finishing it off.
Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
His voice must prevail. Fragmenting note.
On the ad.
Liberation arc. Staggering tempo.
Melee soak. ad coming out. Switch to ad.
Interrupt 1.
Obliteration arc.
Interrupt 2.
Barrage going out is ranged.
Destructive coda.
Gonna move to shield. Yep, 0 energy.
Okay.
Harmony will not be silenced. Fragmenting note.
Move to triangle. To triangle. Yank that. Ah. Shit. Finish off the ad.
Oof.
Destructive coda.
Yeah, we were all low.
What?
I think I still had the Halo debuff on me.
I just took ticking damage from Halo, and that's what killed me. Oh, and the Unleashed didn't. But
The Halo comes right after the soak, it looked like.
What's killing people there? I mean, Halo just obliteration arc. Which one is that? Is that the stand-in one?
That's the fan thing that she does.
Ah, yeah. Okay, that's avoidable.
Yeah, but we were running towards triangle, and we were at the largest side of the arc.
Like, so on that one, I stood kind of in the middle of the room and got hit by the one on green. And by the time the one on orange got to me, I only had to move like 2 steps. And by the time my debuff was gone, and I could step through the next one. Like, it's only 6 seconds. And they don't pulse at the same time.
I really want to say something.
Go ahead.
I'm sure you know what I want to say.
What?
It's widely inappropriate, so I won't.
Never stopped anyone.
Yeah, never stopped you before.
I mean, if you don't want to
Yeah.
move all the way in, I would just move the markers in towards the middle. But when we have 3 of them,
The-
we're going to need to move
Should we-
not in the middle.
Right. To be clear, the markers I didn't put down as stack points. I just put them down so you can quickly identify looking around the room and say green. Okay, it's coming from green. Right. I didn't put those down there with the intention people are gonna go stack on them. That was never the intent. The problem is we can't spend too much time moving because when you go through one of the halos, you get a dot. So we need people to stand still long enough to be able to actually heal them, especially the healers. They need time to keep everyone alive before the next one comes in. Right? So if you're spending too much time running around, then you're dealing with ads, you're dealing with fade, that kind of stuff. There's less movement overall, gives you more time for other things. I'm not saying you don't have to not move, but you know, it's not a matter of. I don't think it's completely necessary to run all the way over to where it's starting. Closer to would be preferable, but not totally required.
But it's not a problem if we can, right?
I haven't been. I've been going near the middle of the room and just run. By the time the second Halo gets even close to me, I might have 1 second left on the debuff, so I just move away from it. Okay, there we go. Now I can walk through it. Right, like that's really all it takes. Yeah, we'll do one more. Problem too is people panic, and that causes a lot of things to just fall apart. Oh, there's food out.
Blade's reading his bills.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
His voice must prevail. Fragmenting note.
On the ad.
Interruption.
Dissonant core.
Melee's barrage.
Staggering tempo.
On the ad.
Dissonant core. Destructive coda.
Barrage for range.
Oh, I guess I should have been in derp. So if I just got the barrage, then I need to not do that, right?
Unfold.
Correct.
The harmony will not be silenced. Purifying chorus.
There's gonna be 2 halos.
Circle's gonna come first.
Obliteration.
Stay right here.
Watch where you're standing though for the other. 2, 1. Should be able to go through the next one. Just let it flow over you. Bathe in it.
Staggering tempo.
Yeah. Melee soak.
Yep.
Melee to soak left.
Yeah, half the raid's dead. I think we're dying to the halo dot.
Dissonant core.
Yeah, I'm taking steady tick damage and dying from that.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
Destructive coda.
yeah disintegration halo.
I mean, I died from the Unleashed Infusion, but I was at 1,500 health. So.
Oh, come back to us.
I need to spread out some different cooldowns. But overall, good night.
Yeah.
The boss is down in heroic. Less.
Progress.
Heroic gear in the cache this week.
Will there be? 2
Yeah.
bosses?
Yeah, because we got 2.
One.
First boss.
You need two or one?
Just one for the first, I thought. No?
No, we need 2, and we got 2.
We got 2.
Oh,
Yep,
that'll be
1
heroic.
265 and 1 252.
Yeah, it used to be 3.
Yeah.
And they dropped it by one. On
360.
all, yeah.
Now it's
Cool.
5-8.
Complete this activity on Mythic difficulty to improve it to 278.
Good luck with that. Have fun.
I'm sure you can pug it if you really want to.
Yeah, that'll be easy. When I keep hearing about everyone watching these Mythic things, it should be easy to duplicate what they're doing.
Have you guys started Mythic already, Ark?
Yeah, but we're more focused on getting tier.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, that tier is bonkers for some classes.
Yup.
It's pretty stupid for mage, unfortunately. And I
Same.
am dry 0.
Same with Paladin if you get anyone with an shaman in the group.
It's only normal gear, but time walking can reward gear from all of the bosses this week. So the jailer two-hander, the jailer neck.
I
you
got
can get
boots.
that from a normal cache. So
Also, the jailer two-hander's an agility two-hander, if I remember correctly.
Don't get your hopes up. It tends to disappoint.
Oh, good night, guys.
Oh no, there is a mace. I forgot about that.
Yep,
I
night,
got
folks.
gloves, you know.
Night night.
0 secondaries on it. That's